The Tim and Steve Podcast.
Hi, we're Tim and Steve, and you're listening to our podcast. Well, they're
Not yet, Tim.
they're watching it now.
They will be listening to it.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Rewind.
We're travelling around North America,
Podcasting as we go.
making our way to Vancouver, British Columbia.
This is George.
He's our producer.
He is the devil.
He makes us do things,
Wacky little challenges.
otherwise he won't upload our show.
When Steve and I met up in New York to start this trip,
George gave us 8 things to do
in 16 hours.
before we had to board our train for Austin via Chicago.
But before we get into the challenges,
This is Matt.
good friend of the show,
And our tour guide of New York City. By the time I got in, I was pretty tired,
I was pretty tired too,
so we decided to take the first challenge of finding an English pub.
and have a beer. This proved more difficult than we originally anticipated.
Trying to find a British pub in the city.
Are you, sorry to ask, are you by any chance an English pub? Bit of a weird question. Are you a British pub? Irish. Okay. Irish. Okay, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Sorry about that. Okay, more Irish. Okay, thank you anyway. Cheers. Okay, bye-bye.
Finally, we found one.
But weirdly enough, they wouldn't allow us to do any filming.
So here, through the magic of photos, is our evidence. We look sexy.
Oh yeah.
George, being an aficionado of cinema, asked us to recreate the classic movie Harold and Kumar Go to White House. It was a lot easier than expected.
As you can see, Matt took advantage of the briefcase of burgers we bought to share.
For challenges 3 and 4, we headed to Times Square.
First, we had to find a New York cop to plug our show.
Then we had to find the naked cowboy and see if he'd sing a duet with us.
Times Square was filled with policemen.
But weirdly enough, none of them wanted to be on camera.
Yet, through the magic of editing, we bring you this.
It was late,
Really late.
and there was no sign of the naked cowboy.
You couldn't see him here.
Couldn't see him there,
We even asked Spider-Man, but he didn't know.
so we headed back to Brooklyn.
By my body clock, it was 7 a.m.
Oh, hey, buddy. You know what time it is? It's time to do 4 more of George's insane tasks.
Do you have time for a shower?
Probably just about.
Because I smell quite bad.
Ooh.
Ooh, check this guy.
After a healthy 4-hour sleep,
It was off to take on challenge number 5.
find George Street,
With only 6 hours till the train, we had to take all our luggage with us.
which proved somewhat difficult for some of us.
The subway was also an unforgiving place for luggage.
I could help, but why would I?
After 3 trains and a long sweaty walk,
We finally stumbled upon George Street.
let the egomania begin. This feat accomplished,
We headed back down to the subway.
take on challenge number 6,
A spot of busking,
and there was only one song that I wanted to play.
as always.
After making the necessary $5,
With not much time to spare,
we jumped in a taxi
and headed for Abercrombie & Fitch
for challenge number 7,
to get photos with the models.
topless photos.
So here we are, ladies.
Check out my sweet bruise.
15.
After showing off our sexy bods,
We headed back to Times Square.
for challenge number 4,
Find that naked cowboy.
he was nowhere to be seen.
Do cowboys have days off?
Where's this goddamn cowboy? We vowed we would find the cowboy at a later date.
And with that in mind, we headed to the train station.
Every time we do this, we're out of breath and sweating because we're late for...
Only just in time.
It had been an epic 16 hours flying around New York
With that in mind, we'll leave you with challenge number 8.
to find a sign dedicated to George.
We think it sums up our New York experience pretty well. So thanks for watching.
You can subscribe to the show on iTunes,
Follow us on Twitter.
even be a fan of our Facebook page. I'm Steve,
I'm Tim.
and we'll be seeing you soon.
The Tim and Steve Podcast. Oh yeah.